Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and a massive happy new year to all of you guys. Can you believe it is 2019? I literally can't. It feels like yesterday that we were even starting the beginning of 2018 and I simply do not know where the time goes now. I know that this isn't my usual setup. I just thought I would be as real as you could possibly get with my camera, sat down on my bed with a cup of tea, my second of the day, and just have a little bit of a chit chat with you. I wanted to just touch base with where I've been, what's been going on with me towards the end of 2018, the festive period, and also just a couple of things I've got coming up and that I want to achieve for 2019. It does feel really weird filming in this kind of like setup. It doesn't feel like I've actually done like a proper setup and I'm like just sitting here filming and chatting to you guys. It's really weird, but I quite like it, if I'm honest with you. It's just like vlogging from my bed. How are you all? I really hope you're all okay and that you've had the most wonderful festive Christmas time and that you got to spend it with all your friends and family. It's just the most wonderful time of year. I honestly had the best time. I'm just gonna like take you back probably at the beginning of December, because that's when I last filmed. My last video was a lush haul. If you guys like to watch my videos, then you would know the last one I did was a lush haul, and I just said that I was going to have a few more videos for kind of like the festive period. Now over that time in December, I can't really go too much into it because work is obviously, I've got to be really careful with what I say about work, but it's our most busiest time of the year. I work for an entertainment company and we are preparing for the busy summer season of 2019. There's so much going on that it's just been so crazy busy. And in the evenings when I was coming back home, I didn't want to do anything. I literally just wanted to chill out, put on Netflix, see Davey and eat and prepare for Christmas, and that's exactly what I did. It didn't help as well that I didn't particularly feel that brilliant. It was really strange. I kind of like not had a virus, but I had a sore throat. I felt really run down. I actually ended up on antibiotics over the Christmas period with a UTI infection, which was not fun, but I kept putting it off. I had it about a week before Christmas and I just didn't want to get it sorted. I kept putting it off, thinking that I could just flush it out with water and let it go away, but no, I needed antibiotics, and fingers crossed, I think it's almost gone now. But yeah, that wasn't very great. And just throughout December as well, it's weird, I didn't have a cold, I didn't have flu, I didn't have anything like that, even though this time of year brings me the ultimate fear because of bugs. As you know, I've got a big fear of sick. I've never properly touched base with that, and I believe that I'll probably do like a video on that at some point. But yeah, I don't know, it always brings the absolute fear around this time of year, so I just really wanted to, in my own spare time, just chill out, if I'm completely honest. And also I didn't have time to edit anyway, so even if I had sat down and filmed a video, I didn't have time because I ended up editing 2 videos for my parents. Now it's literally the cutest thing in the world. I gave my camera to my parents, and for the last 2 years now, whenever they've gone on holiday, they have done a little vlog. Now my dad calls it Captain's Log, and he does like a little ditty for me, and my mum started taking part as well. And last year they went to the Norwegian Fjords on a cruise, and this year they travelled around the Mid, and it's literally the cutest thing ever. And then I took some time out and I basically just took some of their clips and created 2 vlogs for them. I did it last year, I gave it to them on Christmas and we watched it on Christmas Day, and it was exactly the same thing that we did this year. So actually when I edited, I just thought, you know what, like I just kind of strung it out a little bit, and that with chilling out and, like I said earlier, everything else, I just wouldn't have had the time. So I decided to take an extra uber long time off, I would say, over a digital detox. I still posted a couple of pictures like on Instagram because I love Instagram, but other than that I literally did nothing, and actually it was well needed. I didn't feel like I had to do something. I didn't feel the pressure of doing it. I just needed to kind of like take that time and just do what I needed to do. It's such a shame as well though, because I love making videos, I love making content for you guys, for myself. I just literally love it. But yeah, it was needed, and brand new me, brand new 2019, I am back and I'm going to be making some videos for you guys. Now before, I would always try and set my goal to be like a video a week, and I know that particularly this last year with the way work has been, maybe even the year before, I just haven't been able to achieve that. It's just not been achievable with working a full-time job and the lifestyle that I lead. I live in Milton Keynes, as you guys know, so I'm never around that much anyway. So when I do go back home, I go back home a couple of times in a month. I just want to see my friends and family and just generally catch up. So really my time for filming and editing is quite limited. So I think a little bit more of a realistic goal is to say that I'm going to at least have 1 or 2 videos for you a month. And even though I want to do more, and if I can do more then great, I know that at least 2 is probably achievable for how my lifestyle is. So that's what I'm going to say for 2019. I'm just literally, there's going to be no pressure. I'm just going to do what I've got to do, make a video when I want to and upload it when I want to, and that's just how it's got to be with the way my life kind of sits. Also, going back to what I said about my parents' vlog, I'm actually going to set them up their own YouTube channel, because at the moment their vlogs are currently on my channel, but I set them to like private, and I just think it would be really cool to like put them out there because I love them. It's really good memories for me and my sister and my family to look back on, for them going out. I love vlogging. If I go on holiday, or actually from all the years that I was abroad, I so wish that it was a thing back then, and that I filmed, or I had a camera and I just filmed my time and experiences, because it would just be so good to look back on rather than just looking at photos. So yeah, to do it now and to see my parents do it, particularly as we don't go on holiday with them anymore, yeah, it's just really nice, and I definitely recommend it to any of you guys that kind of want some more memories with your family, or if you just want to remember your vacations or holidays or anything like that. I personally love it and think it's quite a good idea. Who is a fan of Earl Grey tea, by the way? It's literally been my favourite drink for quite a while. I love teas, I love all different types of teas, but Earl Grey is just fantastic. So while I'm still talking about 2018 and right at the end, I really hope you guys had the best Christmas and time with your family. Let me know down in the comment section below what you did, if you did anything special, if you enjoyed it with your family, if you got anything nice, if you went anywhere. I would love to know. I went back down south with my family. Actually, me and Davey had a really busy Christmas period. In like the 10 days we had off or something like that, I think we went down to Essex, then we went all the way down. For those of you that live in the UK, you'll know where I'm talking about, but for those of you that are here, there and everywhere, it's quite a bit of a distance. So we travelled like a couple of hours down south to Essex and to see his family. Then we went and saw my family, stayed there for Christmas, and then I went up and saw some of my family all the way back up north, well, Midlands, something way like that, but it's north to me, in the Cotswolds, and saw my dad's side of the family and my cousins, which I love. It's just some of my favourite times of the year, is just seeing those guys. So yeah, I had a right old hoot with them. And then we spent New Year with Davey's family, and we ended up going back all the way back down to mine as well, to just chill out for a little bit. So yeah, it was literally a jam-packed Christmas, but just the best time spent with family and friends, which is all I could have asked for. This is like the most chilled out vlog I think I've ever done, and I really apologise now if you are still watching this and you're still listening to me rant on. One, I apologise, and two, I very much so apologise if this is the most boring vlog ever, just doing things around the house today. But yeah, I just thought it's real, this is real, this is New Year, and I just wanted to kind of do a vloggy catch-up chit-chat video with you, just to literally sit down, chat about all things New Year and tell you what I've kind of got coming up, kind of thing. I love watching these kind of videos anyway, where you just kind of see every person's like day-to-day real life, if that makes sense. I love watching the sit down videos and and whatnot. But yeah, I do really like just a bit of a chit chat as well. So 2018, I just think it's really, really good to kind of look back and reflect upon the year that you've just kind of like had. I personally like doing this. I used to always do it in like a diary format, and actually on my laptop I've always kind of kept like an odd diary entry here and there, and I always actually really like to look at them and look back and just see where I was kind of at that time. And even though I don't think it's a good idea to reflect too much and kind of look into things too much, because that's definitely a trait of mine, that I worry and I look back on things, I do think it's kind of like good to look back and kind of like reflect almost. You know what, I'm gonna get a little bit comfier. Hold that thought. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so 2018 for me personally, it was a good year. It really was. There was a lot of things that I did that I kind of wanted to achieve, and the first thing I would say is that ever since I worked abroad for a good 8-9 years, something like that, and whenever I was away, I would always crave more family time, because I mean, I would be away for like 7 months at a time. It would be a long period of time, and if I was lucky enough to get to see my family, it would be once in that whole period within a year. And I've done stints where I haven't actually seen them at all, and that used to be really, really tough for me. So to me, like, seeing family has just been like the ultimate goal. Particularly, that's the reason why I came home in the first place and wanted to stop kind of like working away. And I've definitely achieved that. I've had some amazing times this year, some holiday time, literally the Christmas period, the summer period, where I got to see all my family and spend a good solid like week with them, was amazing. For both seasons we had such good weather, didn't we? Like this summer, it was incredible. I really hope that we have that again this year. But yeah, I just got to spend some quality time with them. I've seen my mum and dad, my sister a lot more, my friends a lot more than what I would, and it's just been so good and so treasured. I've still felt like I don't particularly have the balance that I want. I would like to still see them more. That craving is still kind of like there. I think it's more having the option to just be able to see them when I want. But I mean, now they're 3.5 hours away on a train, you know, it's not that big compared to being in a completely different country. So in that respect, it has been amazing, and I've definitely achieved seeing them and spending some amazing time with them. So that I can definitely say has been the ultimate highlight of the year. I got to see a couple of places. I got to go and work abroad again, not for particularly a long time. I went to Tenerife for about a month. That was in between when I was moving out of my old flat and in with Davey. So that was another highlight. I literally love this flat. It's still not done. We have been quite slow on the ground with getting all of our furniture, but I absolutely love it here, and it's definitely a plus to living in Milton Keynes, is our little flat, and living with him's just been amazing. I was really worried about moving in with him, probably because it's the first time we have ever solidly just had a place of our own and lived together full time, but he still works away a lot. Not abroad for months on end or weeks on end or anything like that. It's literally just like a couple of days out sometimes, but it's been so much better. I mean, we have been so much more happier with that than what I was personally the year before, where we had so much time away and distance from each other. So that has just been another highlight. I got to go on holiday with Cora and Josh, which was amazing. We had such a good time, and Davey as well. What else? So yeah, I just got to see another couple of places. I went to Rhodes, Tenerife twice, Montenegro, which was really awesome. There was, I mean, some of the work circumstances, the reasons why I had to go on there, those trips wasn't the best, but yeah, I love anything to do with entertainment, and I've been working for the company I currently work for years, literally years, and it's all I've kind of ever known. So to go and be back in the UK and working for them from this kind of side of things, to then still go out and have a little bit of time overseas, it's hard work. It's so hard work, because I was still doing my job on top of it, and yeah, there's definitely no rest for the wicked, but it definitely was worth it because I still get to see new places and the people that work for us, and I'm still in that environment, if you know what I mean. This video, I'm going to apologise now, it's going to be so long. I waffle a lot. So yeah, there's definitely been a lot of highlights for the year, but there's one thing I will say, and when people have asked me, oh, have you had a good year? I have really struggled to kind of answer that question, because yes, I have had a good year, definitely, but it's definitely been one that I've found hard to place, because along with all the good points, there have been a lot of frustrations, personally, it's literally personally, and I have really struggled to kind of, I mean, I'm 29 now, I've just turned 29, and I don't know, I would probably say I've felt like this over the last year and a half, 2 years. I don't quite know which direction I will kind of want to go in. I don't know where me and Davey essentially want to live, whether that's Milton Keynes. I'm up here because of my job. You know, there's so many different types of things that I kind of need to think about. I worked really, really hard last year, and I don't know if I've achieved really kind of what I've wanted to. So yeah, I don't know, there's a kind of like a balance, but that's for me to work out, and that's definitely something that is high on my list for 2019 to kind of figure out myself. But leading on then into 2019, I'm not sure about you guys, like I do love setting goals and some resolutions, but at the same time I'm really easygoing with them. If I don't hit certain goals or resolutions, I'm not what's the word, I'm not disappointed with myself if I don't like hit them. And that's simply because it's, I mean, there's so much pressure in day-to-day life to earn your money, in work, in relationships, and you know, family life and everything like that. There's so much pressure. Like, what's the point in putting so much pressure on yourself that if you don't achieve something, then you know, it's not the end of the world. And I've always kind of been quite chilled out with that. So there are two things that I really, really want to do this year, which is definitely something that I want to achieve. The first thing is driving. I am 29 and I still don't know how to drive, and that's fine. I have not needed to. Whilst I lived abroad, I didn't need to whatsoever, and I had a car crash when I was younger, which really made me nervous. And actually, as the older I've got, the more nervous I've kind of like become at doing it. And I've always been fine with public transport. I've never felt like I've needed to. However, in the last 2 years, I've been saying, no, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And actually, I haven't. I've put it off. There are some genuine reasons. First and foremost is my eyes. So I've got really bad eyesight. As you guys know, I wear contacts, but they told me that I was borderline. And even though I should be able to do it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So, but I'm not going to know that until I give it a go. And I think it's just come to the point where actually living in the UK, I really need to be able to drive. And there's been a lot of frustrating moments this year where I've been like, actually, now's the time that I could do with just having that freedom of driving around and being my own, pushing my own wheels, if that makes sense. That is definitely something that I want to try and achieve by the time I'm 30 at least. Even if I don't manage to do it, at least I can say I've given it a go and yeah, and tried. So that's definitely something that's going to be coming up for me in the next couple of months, is that I'm going to just get on that as soon as possible and see if I can do it. And the other thing isn't so much a goal or anything like that, but one thing I definitely want to do this year is, well, I'm going to be 30, and the last big trip that I went on was me and my sister. We went to Las Vegas, as you guys have probably seen some of my vlogs that I did, and I haven't done a massive big trip like that since. I love travelling. It's one of my biggest passions and hobbies. As I said, I lived abroad for 8-9 years, something like that, and I love it. I love experiencing different cultures and just exploring different places. So with all that being said and done, waffle, I really want to go and do a big trip. Now, whether that's just like a week-long trip to Dubai or Mexico or America or somewhere, I just need to figure out where that's going to be, because my ultimate top of the list bucket list I did was Thailand. Las Vegas was on there. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of other places I want to go, but going somewhere for my 30th I think would be the ultimate cherry on top of a hopefully good year. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then there are some other like goals and just other resolutions, I guess, that I kind of want to achieve, but they're not really worth mentioning. They're just a little bit more personal to me, which I'm just going to keep that to myself. But again, there's no pressure. If I don't achieve something, that's totally fine. Life is life. So many things change, time goes so quickly, and you've just got to enjoy it while you can. That is my motto anyway. So anyway, I feel like I've just sat here and chatted to you about a lot of things and a lot of personal things, and if none of you care, if you all switch off, then that's totally fine. But at least I can say that I've made this for me, and like I say, I like watching back videos and memories and everything like that, so it would be good to see this time next year kind of a little bit of the reflection of what I said about last year to this year. You get the gist. I feel like I'm confusing myself now, but I hope you know what I mean. What about you guys anyway? Tell me about any goals or resolutions that you guys have for this up and coming year. I really hope it's an amazing one for you all. I really do. I really hope it's an amazing one for you all, and you'll achieve what you want to achieve, or that there's some surprises in there. And generally I just hope that you have a lot of health and happiness for you and all your family and friends, because really ultimately that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just leading the best life that you possibly can. So yeah, I really hope you have a magical new year. Also, do let me know down in the comment section below anything that you want to see from me this year, anything in particular. I know that a few people have requested some videos which I haven't actually done, so I'm definitely, if you've ever asked me to do like a certain video, do let me know again, or let me know a new one down in the comments, private message me, whatever. Just let me know anything that you would like to see, because I always take your feedback on board, and it would be nice to know. My content is still going to be the same kind of things that you've always kind of seen, so lifestyle, travel, like vlogs, also a lot of beauty and fashion predominantly, and lookbooks and hauls and that kind of stuff. That's what I love to make, and that's what my channel is all about, so that's what I'm going to continue with. Going back to the whole resolution thing as well, from last year, what I said about having so many frustrations, that's ultimately my biggest aim, is to not have that and to really make a change. Because what I've learned recently is, and it's really easier said than done, it's so hard to get yourself out of a situation that you feel is difficult to even get out of. But my biggest advice to you, and what I'm trying to take myself, is that if you know something's not right and you're not happy with something, then the only person that's going to be able to change that for you is you. And a lot of people have told me this, and I've really got to start listening, taking that on board, and taking those steps to change that. And that's what I ultimately want to achieve this year. And it's scary, it's daunting, because you don't know if making a change will ultimately make it better. I know I'm being really cryptic here, and I feel like I'm throwing out a bunch of cliches, but really that's how I kind of like feel about it all. And if I can help you by saying any of this, then great, then brilliant. That's ultimately what I would love to do, is just to help someone else. Look who's here! I thought this one was going to be working a little bit late, but he's just turned up, and he was actually just ringing to get me to buzz him in the door. Hello, you.
Hello.
How are you?
Tired.
He's rather tired and moody looking. How was...
Moody looking?
I'm kidding. I've just been talking about 2018-2019 goals. Do you have any?
Dice treats.
He wants to, well, right.
No, it's a secret. You can't, no.
Okay.
No,
okay, fine. I'm not gonna
ruin my multi-million-pound business idea.
I'm not gonna tell you, but basically, he's type 1 diabetic, if you didn't already know that. We should definitely do a video on this at some point. If those of you that wanna know about it.
Misconceptions of diabeticness is...
Exactly, so yeah, just thinking about business ideas, and we've been talking a lot about that. So yeah, anyway, I've now actually have... I'm still going to do some filming, and then we're going to take down the tree together. I actually have a tree taking down buddy, so that's kind of good. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with it now, and I'll see you in a little bit. Right, I'm all ready and set up for filming. This is the last of the tree. It looks very, very light and bright, but that's all my items over there, which I'm going to be sharing with you. My winter wardrobe essentials over there, and just a few bits on the floor as well. So this is what my setup normally looks like, if I'm completely honest. Just a casual background, and then I've got my 2 box lights and my camera over there. Ignore the mess around it. As you can see, we don't yet have a sofa, but hopefully that will change soon. I'm going to leave filming there for today, but I will see you tomorrow. Bye! Decorations have finally been put away. I'm gonna go now because this video is already super long, and actually by the time you watch this it'll probably be mid-January. But I hope you're all good, I hope you're all well. Love to you all, and I will see you all soon, and I'll be back to my original content very soon as well, so keep an eye out for that. See you later, everyone.